All right. So, founder, CEO of Turnkey Labs, founder, CEO of 401 Financial, of course, an asset in multiple spaces, but one of the earlier voices and experts when it pertains to digital assets. So, when you think about cryptocurrency, you think about Bitcoin, and you think about this whole world that is happening. Tyrone has really been on the frontier of educating not only folks like me, but also financial advisors and equipping them with tools. So if you could you explain Turnkey Labs to someone who's never touched crypto? What problems are you solving day to day?
Yeah. So think of Turnkey like Plaid. And for those of you who don't know Plaid, whenever you go to an app or somewhere where you have to link your bank account, that's Plaid in the back end helping you connect your bank account to be able to pay for that t-shirt or that service or whatever you signed up for. So that's essentially what Turnkey is for crypto. We're the back end that allows the end user to show their Coinbase account to Isaac, right? Or to Tyrone, whoever's helping them with financial advice. So we provide data to large financial institutions, you name it, they get our crypto data. But we facilitate that by making the experience very similar to Plaid.
Right. So when you think about Bitcoin digital assets, of course, there is a wave of interest based off of the performance or the price of Bitcoin. So the higher it gets, the more attention it gets. Take me back to whenever you first, you may have been convinced or it may have been introduced and you learned more about it. But take me back to when you were like, this is something I'm going to put more time and energy towards in regards of Bitcoin digital assets. What was the
I was a registered rep at Merrill Lynch and had a good friend of mine who he was the one who always used to make our fake IDs and do all that stuff so we get in the club. So he was always messing around with technology and doing stuff he wasn't supposed to. So and it's funny, how you just kind of get people when you hear it from that person, it kind of changes things, right? But even with him, I was kind of like, all right, man. So some mythical man created these coins that you think, you're like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking the Merrill Kool-Aid at the time. So I'm kind of like, this ain't real. It's nothing supporting it, so on and so forth. And he was just like, look, give me 5 minutes, right? Download a wallet. I'm going to send you some. And then once he sent it to me, I was like, oh, that happened kind of quick, right? And as you heard multiple times, I grew up in a home without a bank account, right? Like we were woefully unbanked and then woefully underbanked at some point. And, my mother used to ride around going to the check cash in place, get money orders from the bank, all this other stuff, and you can't see Bitcoin and then experience that and then unsee it. I was kind of like, so wait a minute, there's an ability for me to send value to somebody like right now in real time. And that was it, man. And that was like sometime in 2014. I don't even remember at this point. Every day in crypto was like 10 years. And, and so like I said, at that point, I was just kind of like, well, teach me everything. And he gave me a bunch of stuff to read. I read the white paper. Then I started going down these rabbit hole of YouTube videos and going on Twitter at the time and reading stuff and newsletters. And that was it, man. And then it was like, I ain't going to be able to do this at Merrill. And I took a big swing in 2016. And I remember sitting with my mentor at Merrill, and he was like, if you really believe in it, go all in, right? But you ain't gonna be able to do it here. Like, just go all in, and I will never forget this. And he still tell me this to this day. He would always say, "Don't let them pigeonhole you as just the crypto guy." And that always stuck with me. He's like, "Go all in, but still be a well-rounded advisor, still be a well-rounded speaker, still be a well-rounded individual. So you're thought about for more reasons than that." And that was it, man. I went all in, and I was like, there's something here. And I bet my whole career on it.
Yeah. So what kept you in it? Because it's kind of like a business or even a relationship to where you're like, man, I'm done with this. I'm tired. I don't even know if I'm feeling this anymore. Because there's going to be ebbs and flows of one's understanding, but also in regards of one's expectation. right? And so getting into a space, understanding really the foundational concepts of financial planning, being a financial advisor, to where what is typically deemed as an asset is some of the, we'll just say, components we're familiar with in regards to commodities, the stock market, real estate, right? Like those different entry points